Once again, my friends, it's Robert Antoinette. I'm going to say that about 50 million times. I love saying my name, but I am along with the beautiful, the lovely, and the fabulous
Constance Carter.
And we believe that for every situation, y'all,
there is a conversation.
Hashtag Conversation Starters Live. This is another Friday, and Constance, I am so elated, so happy, so happy about the recent goings on.
What's been going on, Robert Antoinette?
Well, besides the fact that I've been refreshing and renewing myself, it looks like the country has a new El Presidente. But what I'm most excited about is that there might be some Black girl magic in the White House.
I think so. I want to do this. I want to do like, I'm hitting you. Go ahead. Let me go
bring it again.
Come back over here to me.
You're so silly.
I am excited. Okay, so listen. I ain't really into politics. We've had this discussion many times, right?
100 times.
I ain't really into politics like that because I think at the end of the day, it's kind of they're all, the same. However, I think what this means more to us as people of color, that I think Donald Trump has made an opening for Kamala because of all of the stuff that he said, he's done, all of the people who he's kind of dog whistled to. And quite frankly, decent Americans were tired of all of that crap that had been going on. And in a time or in a country where you don't see women in this type of role, it happened thanks partly to the Donald.
The Donald, yes. I can only say, Constance, kudos to what you said. I echo everything that you said. But more importantly, it is one thing that I know for sure. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And, regardless of where you are along party lines right now, if you're in the Conversation Starters feed, just shout out, AKA, shout out Kamala Harris, shout out the
AKAs, yes.
Presidency,
Shout out Howard University, shout out the Divine Nine. I mean, shout them all out, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to see you out there representing, because more than anything, when Black excellence is made front and center, a lot of good things happen. And I do believe way deep down in my sha-na-na that we have some great things in store. Obviously, it will not be easy, but I'm really excited for the possibilities and new beginnings, right? Yeah. So in addition to that, I mean, what's going on in your world? I mean, anything exciting?
Well, see, did you see something a little different?
Yeah, I'm peeping like it's real sexy, like Bo Derek, Stand Back, Janet Jackson, all of that. Yeah, it's dope.
What you think? Like, I'm getting ready to go. I'm about to go on a little vacation, a little something. So,
okay, right on.
Yeah. My homie, he's having his 50th birthday party. And, we're going out there to celebrate his 50th birthday. We're going out to Mexico to celebrate his 50th birthday. So I am excited to just get out there and have a good time, be in my bathing suit. I got some alerts that the weather is really nice right now. So I just want to just have a carefree time, go out there and just enjoy, and then come back to whatever the world has to offer me.
That's dope. I love it. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, the new do is always fantabulous, right? But I'm liking that new look you rocking. It's kind of super dope, kind of sexy. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of heads turning, and I'm sure you will be the center of attention wherever you are, sister.
Well, you're very sweet. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So other than that, man, I want to make sure that we have the opportunity that we bring in this celebrity shout out. I got one that I stored up that, we'll just bring in right about now.
Hey, Robert, it's your good friend Layla Hathaway. Congratulations on your new show, Conversation Starters Live. And when you make it big, make sure you do it forever, for always, for life. Take care.
Oh my God! So you know Layla, huh?
Well, I feel like I know Layla a little something. I remember she shouted you out back in the day when we first started Conversation Starters Live, but she sent a little love my way. Huh?
She likes the light-skinned brothers.
Yeah, I think her boyfriend is melanated, deprived of melanation.
Yeah. So I have something, Rob. I don't know where it is. Let me see. So you told me next time I see you told me, Robert, that speaking of melanated, you were going to if I brought an Ancestry DNA kit, you were going to take it.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, wow. Okay. You got one?
It came in the mail yesterday.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm 2,958 miles away. So we're going to have to make that work out some kind of way. When I see you, yeah, I believe I can.
I could always FedEx it over to you. So let me just give you guys a little background. So Mr. Antoine, he always talking about, he's hella melanated, and we know that, there might be something else in his bloodline. What y'all think? You guys think there might be something else in his bloodline? I think there might be a little something. I'm not sure. But the beautiful thing about Ancestry.com is it'll break it all the way down for you. I've taken the test. My mama's taken the test. My daddy, my granny, my brother. And so we pretty much know our makeup, our DNA, but it'll be interesting to see what Mr. Antoine's DNA is. What does it look like? Do you have a little bit of European in you? Everybody want to have a little Indian in their family. Do you have a little Indian in your family? Where did those blue-green eye or those grayish-green eyes come from?
Yeah, you know what you just said? You just threw a low-key shot. Said, I believe you half white. That's what you said. You say you think.
No, I know both of your parents are black. So I know you're not half white, but you got a little, you got a little something else going on up in there.
Okay.
And it's always fascinating. I love what Ancestry DNA has done for me and my family, because it connected the dots in so many spaces. I was able to go all the way back. I met genealogists in my family who were able to go all the way back to the 1700s. So it was just interesting as a history buff and as like a family person and a person who's just really into that type of thing and, culture and all of those mixed together. It just was fascinating. So me and all my friends, Dawn Bates, she got, quite a bit of non-melanated stuff going on in her family. Glenda's taking it. Tons of my friends have taken it. So
are you saying that you have all melanated ancestry?
No, I'm about 70.
You never even acknowledge that at all in your results.
I'm about 70% African descent.
Okay.
So I'm about 30%, maybe I think 28% European, and very, very little Indian. Everybody want to be Indian until they get the Ancestry DNA results, and they're like, well, maybe grandmama wasn't Indian. Maybe she just had some white in her. And that's what ends up happening, because everybody, my granddaddy, he was Cherokee. He was 6 feet tall with cheekbones. And a lot of times that ain't the case. Granddaddy had this little.
Not to cut you, something. Shout out to my boy Barrett Matthews. Barrett Matthews.
Barrett is on right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah. He absolutely sent me something that rocked my world.
What do you say?
And I wanted to share it with you. I'm so glad you said something. It made me think about it. And what it was the actual quotes from some of the founding fathers. Check this out. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And you probably know this because you're a history buff, but listen to what Thomas Jefferson said. He was our president. He was one of our presidents. He said, I advanced it. Therefore, as a suspicion only, that the blacks, whether originally a distinct race or made distinct by time or circumstance, are inferior to the whites in the endowments of both body and mind. It gets better. Direct quote from Abraham Lincoln. There is a physical difference between the white and the black races, which I believe will forever forbid the two races from living together. While they do remain together, there must be the position of the superior and the inferior. And I, as much as any man, am in favor of the position assigned to the white race. End quote. And then the brother who discovered electricity says, he's a scientist.
Or Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Why increase the sons of Africa? By planting them in America, where we have so fair an opportunity by excluding all blacks and tawnies, or increasing the lovely white and red. When I saw it, I almost lost my mind. So Conversation Starters Live, I need y'all to comment on this. Help me out a little bit. Our founding fathers celebrated. We read about, took history tests about them and their greatness and all that they stood for. I understand as a man that we all make mistakes. We say and do things that we wish we could take back. But as we celebrate those who are founding fathers of our nation, we also need to be very, very clear about all of their thoughts, those published and those that were not. And what I just read to you are direct quotes from three men who we consider founding fathers of our great nation.
And not only founding fathers, but we celebrate them also.
We celebrate them, right? So here's what I like to say to that. I don't want to make this a morbid thing because that's not my jam. I'm all about the upliftment of the Black people and making sure that we all enjoy the greater things in life. So I want you to make sure that with specificity and with clarity and intentionally that you celebrate a Black person in your life. They may not be a celebrity known to the world, but they might be a celebrity to you. Your own personal superhero, whether it's your mama, your daddy, your son, your sister, or your brother. Make sure that you shout out and celebrate one Black person in your life. And if you don't mind, you can do it right now in the feed. Because I'm gonna shout out my mama and my daddy because they were great. I might even put auntie in there too, Constance. But right now, I want everybody in Conversation Starters Live to shout out your Black superhero, somebody that's great in your lineage. You don't even have to be a family member. You could be a friend.
I'm gonna shout out you, Mr. Anthony. I'm gonna shout out Robert Antoinette.
Oh, wow. Check you out. Why would you do that?
Because you are a great human being. I mean, you've been a great friend to me. You've been a great coach for me, and you exude Black excellence. So thank you for what you do in the world, in the space, and everything that you are. But what I say to those quotes really quickly, and it's not morbid, because I knew they were all racist. Thomas Jefferson was a child molester. Let's be clear. He was a child molester, and he raped his 14-year-old slave, Sally Hemings, and he had babies by her, a whole slew of babies by her from the time she was probably 12 or 13. So these men that we celebrate, they were depraved men that had no moral character. These slave owners who had these slaves were steadily raping the men and the women. They were trying to emasculate men, and they were berating and raping the women. These people are subhuman. These people were inferior. Now, am I saying all white people are inferior? Absolutely not. And I love that we're at a space in the country where a lot of people are saying, okay, now we can get our unity back. Now we can work together. Because at the end of the day, in order for us to move this nation forward, I don't care who you are, what nationality you are, we have to work together. We do. And so just because the blood of those depraved human beings run through the core and the fabric of this country, it doesn't mean that we have to take up that mantra. It means that we could do things differently. I love my people. I do. And I want to see us win. And so I don't want to see us focus on those things because they are not true. You know, we know the cradle of civilization is in Africa. So we know that there's no inferiority here. However, we just have to do what we have to do to get ourselves together. And I think that, you know, us being at the forefront and effectuating change in one way or another is paramount to the change that we're going to see in the future for our people, period.
I love it. Look at you with all your Black girl magic. Go, girl. Go, go, go.
Hercules, Hercules.
Speaking of Black girl magic, we got a Black girl that is definitely magic.
Oh my God, I'm super excited. Now, Mr. Antoinette, I've been listening to this chick since she ran 3 miles to clear her mind. It always helped her out. It was her therapy. Yeah, I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I got you. So why don't you do a little ditty before we get to it, because she is certainly a special guest. And I cannot wait till everybody in Conversation Starters Live gets an opportunity to hear them. And if you're out there in Fly, Nubian Queen, shout out to you as well. We thank you for being a part of Conversation Starters Live. We love you, working in conjunction with you. And also shout out to my main man.
Who's that?
End of the hour. Who we were with not too long ago. Mr. Black Excellence himself. His mama named him Boyce, last name Watkins.
All right. Shout out to Mr. Boyce Watkins. We love you. We appreciate the opportunity. And we appreciate you always showing us love. Boyce is always showing us love. He thinks that we're great. He is one of our biggest supporters. So we appreciate you, Mr. Watkins. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do. And thank you for also, Boyce, thank you for just being who you are unapologetically. Because you pissed a whole lot of people off. But can't nobody
on a regular.
Nobody can say that you ain't stood on your square and spoke the truth, because that's what your truth, you know, regardless if it was anybody else's. But the thing I loved about Boyce is that when he was on our show, he said, you know, I hate that I'm losing friends, because these are my opinions. This is what I have, and I respect your opinions. So I don't want to lose you as a friend. This is just what I believe. So he's not that thrilled about the Black girl magic in the White House, and that's okay. Because guess what? I'm still thrilled. You still thrilled. And we all have our different opinions, because it means more to me than just it. I think more what's going on in the White House is more of a symbolic thing, you know, regardless of policies and politics. It's symbolism of what's going on and what's to occur in America and what that looks like. Yeah.
But you know what? The last thing I'll say, that is so well stated and so well spoken. It is, in order to have a dialogue, you have to respect the other person's opinion, right? And I respect Boyce, and I love that dude for sure. You and I kind of go back and forth about certain issues of the day, but at the end of the day, I understand that we have more things that combine us than separate us.
Absolutely.
And, with regard to Kamala Harris, I will say that her record may not be without blemish. There may be some things that I'm sure she would love to retract, and she may have an opinion that may be different from yours or mine. But if anything that I can say for her, what I do know about her, what I have seen from her, there have been some moments of brilliance. There have been some moments of greatness. And so therefore, for those reasons, I celebrate her. And I understand that she can be, along with you and I, beautifully flawed.
Ooh, and she's had some moments where she's giving that Black girl look.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I love what you said, and then we can go. I love what you said about you know, just having a differing of opinions, because you and I, we do that a lot. You know, the Bloods and the Crips. I got on red, you got on blue. I'm a Blood today, you a Crip today. We have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, there's more that combines us and separates us, which is a beautiful thing. So high five to you, brother. High five to you.
You know, tiny yes. There you go.
Oh,
I pushed so hard.
okay.
Good. All right, 1, 2, 3. Bow. There you go. Good job.
So without further ado, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present to some and introduce you to others, which I don't think we're really, you know, introducing her, because I think everybody knows who she is. If you're tuning in right now, it's probably because you know who she is and you've been wanting to see her. She doesn't do a whole lot of press. She doesn't do a whole lot of interviews, but we've been fortunate enough to get her to talk to us today about a whole lot of things we're getting ready to talk about. So listen, I love this lady. She's talented. She's beautiful, and boy, can she sing. And I think Robert is going to probably make her sing a little bit later on. So stick around because we're going to get her to do it. Okay. The very lovely, the talented, the beautiful Vivian Green.
Hello, Miss Green.
That's it.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So listen, we're going to get right into it because we know you don't have a whole lot of time. But you came out a few years ago. You had some really great songs, the soundtrack of my life. You got a new album out. Where have you been the last few years?
I mean, it hasn't been that long. 2017 was the last album. I think it always takes me like 2 years to make a record, honestly.
Really?
That's my usual time. About sometimes more. Yeah. So whenever, I'm quiet, I'm making new music. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. I like that. I need some time to think about it, Carter, and get my thoughts together down in my sha-na-na before I can creatively express myself.
Yeah, because I'm not like accepting songs from songwriters or anything like that. I guess that could be a faster process, but I'm doing all the writing. Then I need time to get it, to get it right. Yeah.
You're writing all your own music.
I've written all of my own songs. Of my catalog of Love Absolute that dropped today. Woo, is my 7th album. So I would say I wrote 99% of my catalog. Yeah.
Wow.
So Vivian, check this out. I am a big fan of your music.
Thank you.
You have penned every one of these joints that I love, love, love. You have gone through some stuff.
Yeah.
With the person of the opposite sex. So
but that was when I was younger though. We're talking about 18 years here. So in the beginning when I was, that earlier stuff, I wrote a lot of that stuff when I was about 19, 20, my, that big, first heartbreak. So of course that, yeah.
Okay.
Because that since.
Yeah, your music certainly spoke to a pain point, a real place that we all can relate to if we've ever gone through, relationships, heartbreak, love, the good times, and obviously, when it's not so good. But before we came on, when you were in the green room, like my anthem from you, if I had, I got 3 top joints, right? I love all your stuff, but there's one thing that gets me in the mood. And when I hear that song, I go absolutely bananas. I drive my kids crazy. I drive my friends crazy when I hear it. So the question I like to ask of you is that it's a loop with my main man, Frankie Beverly. How did you get that pass without any issues, or was that a permission that you got before you did that?
Of course. He loved the song. So they were all for it, and of course you just have to work out the business, part. Sure. And everybody agrees and you can move forward with it. Yeah, but he was supportive of the song. He liked it, and so it was great.
And I asked that. I'm sorry, Constance, because the Rob bass thing that happened. So it was like, whoa.
Oh, the joy and pain.
So this is the thing about that. So Get Right Back to My Baby did do really well for me. I guess there's always going to be somebody that doesn't hear something, but it did do really well for me. And so it was, so there is a fundamental difference.
Oh, absolutely.
So what she did is a straight cover tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cover tune, top to bottom. I think she even kept the ad-libs the same as what he did. My song, song written to a piece of his music. With new lyrics, new melody, all that. So it's really not the same thing.
Song. You're right.
Better. I'm like, but it's not the same thing.
I get it, but I'm just trying to tell you, it's not.
And mine was about 3 years earlier. So I felt that it didn't step on my toes at all because my song cycle by the time her Before I Let Go dropped. So I really didn't feel any sort of way about it, but I felt like people kept trying to make me feel some sort of way about it.
It's no good for anybody. But it was a great song. It's a great song to two-step to. So the people who didn't know about it, when her song came out and people were introduced to it, it's like, no, you guys got to listen to this. Even though it's not the same song, it was still really great to be able to introduce it to other people.
I totally agree with that. And so Viv, I have been kind of low key following you, you know, stalking you on IG.
Oh boy.
So I'm looking at the picture behind you, and I think one day you were watching TV, watching The Wiz, right? That's like one of my all-time favorite movies, and it's not The Wizard of Oz, boys and girls. It's the one with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross in it. That The Wiz you're watching, and I thought that was such a cool moment that you captured on IG. So is that like a favorite of yours?
It was actually when they announced the election, and I knew I wanted to do that song if it went the way that it went. And it was weird because I had this event for Sirius XM, and I had to go to the sound check. And I was at the hotel, and I had MSNBC on. I'm like, come on, please announce this, because I don't want to do it like hours after they announced it. I want to do it right when they do. And like right when I was about to leave, they did. I was like, I have to do this before I leave. I did it like one time and then just posted it and went. And it's doing really well for me.
Yeah.
So I had it planned for like a week. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. So what I do every Sunday, I do like this Broadway sing-along series, because I love theater. And I do this Broadway sing-along series. And this is a life-size Wiz stretched canvas on wood. Okay. It's like 5 feet high. So I'm very serious about
not a game. It is not a game.
Theater. Obviously, this is, one of my absolute favorite movies and soundtracks as well. So I do a lot of my favorites every Sunday. But I did The Wiz, Can You Feel It Burning Day? I did it Saturday. I did it one day early because that's when they announced it.
So speaking of which, now that Black Girl Magic is on full display, even in the White House, I mean, is that an extra? I mean, and for you too, Constance, is that an extra sense of pride in knowing that we're about to restore order, to our government, and also we're gonna have a sister as a part of the decision-making process? Hello.
How do I feel about it? I feel, this is what I feel. I feel like Black people in this country, for many years, many years, have been doing incredible, amazing things. I feel like, I'll say overachievers like Kamala Harris, like we've been doing that for years. I just feel like Black women have been on in that way for so long. And yes, the fact that she's getting recognition is an amazing thing, but I feel like we've been on.
I hear that. I hear it ain't nothing new.
Already did that.
Nothing new.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. And I don't feel like I like, I didn't think it was possible. I always knew it was possible. It was like, when are they gonna let it happen? But it's been possible forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Like, that's right. Yes, finally, but I already knew that.
I feel like Trump opened the door for that to happen, though. If there was no Trump, there will be no Kamala. You know what I mean? I really do feel that way, but that's a whole nother story.
Rhetoric.
Yeah, exactly. And so, he opened a lot of people's eyes and made it important for us to go out there to the polls to make sure he didn't get back in. So it's a beautiful thing. He don't even know what he did. He don't even know the doors he opened. He don't even know. So I want to know what inspires, since you write 99.9% of your music, what inspired this new album?
My love of different things. That's why I call it Love Absolute. Yeah. My love of jazz is just like a jazz record that I love, that I've wanted to cover for a really long time. That's on there. I haven't done a song like that since my first album. And so I'm really excited about that. My love of my people. So there's some music about that. Love of myself. Love of the relationship that I've been in for a really long time. So that's why I call it Love Absolute. And my love of just music, period. So that was the inspiration for it. And I intentionally wrote every mid-tempo and ballad on this album at the piano. And I've never intentionally done that before, but every single one started with just me by myself at the piano.
Played. I didn't know you played.
Yeah, I do. I'm not that great, but I do. Mm-hmm.
So you still run 3 miles to clear your mind? It always helps you out? It's your therapy?
5. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5. Okay. She doing 5. She making me feel like a real loser right now.
You had to step up my game, you know. Probably isn't what it was when I was 20, you know.
Wow.
Step our game up.
Crazy. I love it. 5 miles. I'm still working on 2, Constance. But anywho, now that we're getting ready to come out of 2021 or 2020, going into 2021, I am a professed lover of live music, Vivian. When you come out and we get on the other side of this, whenever that is there a specific venue or an atmosphere that you love to perform in? Is there a city that you can't wait to get back to, or a venue?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm just ready to get back out there, just in general. You know, I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know. I'm just ready to be, you know, in front of people again.
Yeah.
This new album, I love to travel. You know, I love going to my favorite cities and stuff like that. So I definitely miss that. But yeah, I think for me, it's about the people who come more than it's about the venue itself.
Okay.
And I know you say you don't have a favorite venue, but do you like? Because I like jazz supper clubs. Do you like that, or do you like the big festivals?
Arenas and festivals. Okay. So that is a difference. I do not like festivals.
Wow.
But I'm maybe not turning them down though.
Yeah, like I do not like them because it's not a controlled environment, and I definitely do better in an environment that I control. So when you do a festival, it's just a schedule. It's not a real sound check. It's a line check. The sound may very well suck, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that goes on, and it's not, and you don't have control over it. So those are my least favorite things to play, honestly, are festivals. The way that they have to be ran with so many different artists, it's just like, I don't like it. But I do it, obviously, but it's not my favorite thing at all. And I do love intimate venues. I love supper clubs. Fun, for sure. And arenas and theaters can be fun as well. You know, I guess it just depends. But yeah, I love all of it. As long as it's not 2 people, because then I'm like super nervous. I'm good. You know, like the event I was talking about that I did for Sirius XM, they do this up close and personal thing, and it's just like a minimal amount of people there. That always freaks me out in every way. Like, as long as it's not stuff like that, I'm probably gonna love it. Or a festival.
Right.
So Constance, you know, I'm over here thinking. So in 2021, we're gonna connect with Gerald Albright and Najee and some other folks. And since you're doing your jazz joint, we definitely need to reconnect at some point to see if you'd be interested in being in a smaller venue that's more intimate and see what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna bring you out to California. Where are you located?
Philadelphia.
Philly. Oh, you on the East Coast with Rob. Rob's in the East Coast.
Hey, where are you?
I'm a little further south. I'm DC.
Oh, okay. I love DC. I love DC.
I know Birchmere, you got the Wolf Trap, you got all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yep, the Howard Beer, the Bethesda. Yeah, I do all that.
Yeah.
Too. I play DC so much that like I love my supporters there. Really fans. Yep.
Yeah, we absolutely love you. So the next time you're in the city, I'm not asking for a free ticket. I'm not asking to be on your guest list.
You can now, but you can.
Look, if you see somebody light skinned and handsome hit you with one of these, it's me. Light skinned. That's real talk. Because if you give me that opportunity, I'm gonna be like, Viv, you gotta do it. I'm gonna start your emotional roller coaster.
Okay, cut. So please don't let him butcher your song like that. Can you just give us a little something, please, from Emotional Roller Coaster? Give us a little something, because don't let him.
I can sing.
Like really sing? Oh
yes. Please help us.
Oh my God! I haven't even sang anything today yet.
Yeah, you ain't even let the lady have no tea or nothing.
Me, and then boom.
Can't do it like me though.
Oh my God! I don't even know what to sing.
Emotional Roller Coaster.
No.
I would sing something from the new one then. I can do it. I got bars.
I'm not promoting that. I don't want to sing that.
Okay. For the new album. Pretty Please.
Oh my gosh. You guys are really putting me on the spot.
We love you. We love you so much.
What am I gonna sing?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I'll sing a piece of this song, "Where You Are," from my album Love Absolute. I can't believe you guys are doing this to me.
We love you. We love you. Ever.
All right, I gotta get a key together. I want to be where you are. I want to be where you are. Oh, baby, I want to be where you are. I want to be where you are. And I miss you already, baby. Call me just as soon as you get home. Maybe just like teenagers will fall asleep while we're on the phone. And what's your plans tomorrow, baby? I can meet you wherever you are. Can't let this feeling go on. No, it's kind of crucial. See, I need to see you soon. I want to be where you are. That's enough. That's enough.
Oh, come on. Grammy.
Put the glasses on now. Let me see who that was.
Thank you, Vivian. That little rasp that you have, it is just absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for blessing us and honoring us with your beautiful voice. We absolutely love you.
Thank you for having me.
We want
Wait. I gotta come down a little bit. Wait a minute. I got 2 more questions. Just 2 more questions. I promise.
This man is in love. Go ahead.
Just 2 more questions. I apologize.
Why?
Because I love live music, and I love people who can naturally sing, and I love the tone of your voice.
Thank you.
You sing with such conviction, right? So I really think I can sing, even though I know I can't. But you can sing, so I tear up, and I'm over 40 now, so I cry at just about anything. But when I hear something like that, you know, I just get emotional. I apologize again. I know I said that 3 times. So my question is,
okay,
is on matters of love, right? Is it more important to have love or trust? Because you know, love is love, and it's like ooh ah, and then it's trust. Which one is more important to you in a relationship?
I probably trust.
I would have to say trust. Okay.
And not in the sense of, well, I think because people fall in and out of love. That's why I say that. Love isn't always necessarily constant. You know what I'm saying? You fall in and out of love with your partner all the time. And there are moments where there's moments or seconds where you don't feel that at all.
There are ebbs and flows.
Right, but you still have to be able to trust that they're going to get you from the airport when you land.
That part.
You are super mad at each other. I know that he's going to pick me up at the airport no matter what. I know that he's going to make sure my son is straight no matter what. So I think I would have to say trust. Yeah. And that wasn't in the sense of like, is he cheating on me? That's in the sense.
No, I get it. I mean, but you know,
where we are, can I trust that you're gonna do what you're supposed to do? So trust,
yeah, and you have to put it out there in the age of entanglement. I'm gonna my last question is: I know you are a R&B kind of sis. I'm sorry, I'm just real. My bad. I know you're an R&B sis, right? Jazz, soul. But I know you got a love for music. So right now on the spot, you already understand. I need your top 5 MCs, dead or alive. Don't fake with it. I need them.
Rap, hip hop.
And all your top 5 may or may not see it, but the ones you don't name, they definitely gonna see it. But anyway, just give me your top 5.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm really bad with lists. I don't know, but you know, because I'm so lost right now. I'm so stuck.
Okay, let me ask you this, and then we'll let you go. Favorite singer of all times? Really? No favorite singer?
I can't do it.
Who would you say would be like your mentor in the business? Do you have anybody that you really look up to, or you look at their style that you would say you would model yourself after?
See, the issue with these questions is yeah, like especially with singers, like there's so many different people that it's definitely not like the one, you know. So that's the issue with that question for me, because for singers it's like, okay, Ella Fitzgerald, Barbra Streisand, Gladys Knight, you know what I'm saying, Sade, Toni Braxton, like, you know, Mariah Carey. It's like they all have nothing to do with one another, but they all had something to do with me and influencing me. It's really difficult to pick one.
Okay, that's fair.
If I had to, it would be Ella and Barbara. If I had to, if I was forced.
And they're so different.
So different. Yeah, like my like I know that you were saying like I'm a whatever they call me, a soul, whatever they call me, but I don't know if any artist ever wants to see themselves like in that box, because
I got you.
Black artists are. I'm not saying that you said anything wrong, but you know, but Black artists, that gets done to us, and we're not allowed to branch out and do other things. And if you do, you'll probably get penalized for it, because you know someone's going to say that's not what it's supposed to be. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel that it can be very limiting for Black artists. But I know I'm not the only Black artist that grew up listening to everything. And I mean everything. I know I'm not the only one who loves Broadway. I know I'm not the only one who loves, you know, Aerosmith. I know I'm not the only one, you know what I'm saying, who loves other things besides the obvious things that we always name. I have another, mind you, Key of life-size canvas suit, just by the way.
Okay. I look for it. Where's that?
Street. Yeah, I have like all kinds of things around my house, but like I grew up with parents who really, really loved everything. I have a very diverse taste in music. And, you know, for us, we don't have the luxury of doing what we're going to do, you know, all the time. Like I was saying the other day, someone asked me a similar question, like Pink, after her first album, which was very R&B, she was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I want to do something else. Yeah. And having the privilege, you know, being white and reaching a broader audience, you can kind of switch it up and no one's gonna like give you, you know, hell about it, you know, but we can't do that. Or like Bruno Mars, who is a brown person, but who started off as a pop artist, and I really love him. I love all of his songs, all of his music. But when 24 Karat Magic dropped, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna do an R&B album. You know, we just can't decide. You know, I'm gonna do a rock and roll album tomorrow. And you don't have that freedom, you know, unfortunately. So it can be a little frustrating.
Right.
Well, Constance, now that I've heard from Vivian, I am going to start out, do a little dance, make a little money, get down. Okay,
one last thing. We're gonna let you, I promise. What have you been doing during the pandemic? Are you during the pandemic? Have you done anything differently? Have you picked up any new skills? Anything?
No, during the pandemic, I finished Love Absolute. And that dropped today. Woohoo!
Yes! On all platforms. Rob and I have been listening to it for the last couple of days because we started listening to it yesterday. It's been on iTunes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've been listening. Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, so I finished Love Absolute, and I really needed to do that. So we were able to do that, and I honestly can't say I've discovered anything else new about myself. I kind of am a homebody when I can be, so it's kind of nice. I kind of like to be in my solitude, so that's nice. I knew that.
You enjoyed that.
Schedule is the same, so you know, I kind of knew that. I cook like every night. I do that too. So
You know, because we interview a lot of artists, and it's been a struggle for some folks. You know, they make most of their money on the road, and it's just been, kind of hard for people. So that's good to hear that, you've been kind of getting your solitude and you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Yeah, and I understand that it's hard. And I think we all miss performing live for sure. But I do. I'm not the social butterfly, honestly. And if I'm not on the road, I'm probably home.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Listen.
So that's like a big.
What I was going to say is this. So I promise I don't want to be messy when I say. So there are some artists, late 90s, who couldn't really get along, right? So in your profession, I know you kind of cross paths with folks. Is there anybody out there that's kind of just like genuinely legit cool? Like sis is good, or brother man, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people like that, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, anybody you want to shout out or specifically like confirm like this person?
This guy,
the talk being given by Vivian Green on that levels of Conversation Starters Live, and she loves everybody. But I just asked her, is it a few folks that they good?
Oh my gosh, these questions are hard. Oh my gosh, I wish I knew before, so I knew what to pull out of my head. So let me check. So you mean like my peers, not like
like your peers. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be besties with anybody, but.
Right. Like reached out to you and been like super cool, or gave you some great advice.
See, that's the thing. The advice that's been given to me has been given to me by the legends. So, which is amazingly fantastic that they would even talk to me. But like people like Stevie Wonder, Babyface, Eddie Levert, Tina Marie, they were so gracious to me when my first album dropped, and just reaching out and making a point to come into my dressing room and say, hey, I think that's great, or you were great. Like that stuff just means the world to me. Yeah, they've all done that. Stevie Wonder calls people, so
oh,
I'm
really?
sure you guys never heard it. Yeah, he calls people. So when he called me and told me he thought I was a good songwriter, like when I was 23 years old, like that was like really like surreal, like in every, so yeah. Okay, so peers, I'm going to shout out the people that have been recent features on my albums, because I think that's good. So Ghostface Killer is
Ghostface.
That's what it was.
It was.
He couldn't be sweeter. He couldn't be nicer. He couldn't be sweeter. No airs, if you can believe it. It's just not there. He is just really a genuine great person. Music Soul Child, who the album that Give Her Back to My Baby was on. He is my last album, VG6, that dropped in 2017. He's always been really sweet to me since the very beginning. So I knew when I asked him to do it that he probably would do it. And then Raheem Devon was on another album, so I'll name him too. So all my featured people were really sweet.
Raheem's a friend of the show.
I love it. Yeah, Raheem, we talked to him, and he's a good dude. He's from DC as well. But the last thing that he came to Philly a lot, he said, in his early days.
Yeah, he did.
I forgot the club that he named, but he ran into a bunch of folks like
him and Arrow.
Yeah. So that's so funny.
Eric
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Eric is like my brother. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I don't even think of him because like we're like, we're a family. It's like beyond him just being
beautiful soul.
I didn't even think of that. But of course, we wrote 3 songs on my first album together. Yeah. Eric and I. So he wrote Emotional.
He's a great songwriter. Oh my God. I mean, the 2 of you together. I mean,
yeah.
Kind of dope too. Yeah. So listen, Constance, this is how I need to know, like real Tina Marie fans. Like I love Tina Marie.
Oh my
like,
God.
What I would have done, I was like, Tina, let's do it together. This is Fire Angelo. You could have about his name if you. I got the
What is it? What? Oh my God.
That ain't no real fans.
I did it. I did.
I gotta like hear it a couple times.
We gotta let you go, Vivian. We know that you have a busy schedule. We don't want to impede on your time any further. So we appreciate you. We love you. We are huge fans, and we wish nothing but the best for you. We thank you for taking the time. We know that your album's going to do absolutely magnificent. We will do our part to make sure that everybody hears it. Everybody we know. We're going to share. We love it. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was a fun interview. Thank you for making it
fun and light.
Because I don't think I don't love to do press probably. I don't think I'm good at it, but you guys made it so much
fun. At it. Listen, you were great at it. We enjoyed you. I know there were some things that we kind of stumped you on, but listen, it's all about you being yourself. And our people, they want to know who you are authentically. And I guess the thing about our audience is we try to just push out positivity. And we want people to know that, the people that we talk to are real everyday people. And they've been able to do some extraordinary things. And if they can do it, you can too. So it's always, great to have people who just come in as themselves. A lot of people are exactly like you. And it's just encouraging. It's so encouraging. So thank you. We appreciate it. We love it.
No job. So if you are watching right now, I'm sorry, Vivian, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I had a lot of fun. We've got to do it again. That's all.
For sure. And I'm going to hold you. I heard you say that twice. So
this one did. He is going to hold you.
Listening,
Rob
is going to be at a concert with Vivian. Yes. And she said we're going to hook up again, and we're going to fly her out to Cali for our jazz session. So make sure that you watch out for that in 2021. But listen, make sure that you go out and support Vivian Green wherever she is. Love this sister. And she is dope. You will not be disappointed if you get any of her stuff from back in the day or currently. But once again, my friends, my name is Robert Antoine, along with the lovely
Constance Carter.
And we believe that for every situation,
there is a conversation.
Hashtag Conversation Starters Live. Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.
Vivian, thank you. Thank you again, darling. We appreciate you, Mama.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.